going to do an experiment. I'm going to do chat with me while I'm driving. Just going to pretend that you're sitting here in the passenger seat with me. And Winston's here in the car. If he pokes his nose up here, he likes to look over my elbow every so often, but he's a little bit sleepy now. I'm reading or listening to an audiobook called The Age of Magical Overthinking. And it's an interesting combination of terms. The author says that magical thinking is a coping mechanism that allows us to feel like we have agency, that things are under control when they are probably not. And overthinking is a more recent phenomenon that reflects the information age that we're in, that we have so much information bombarding our systems that our minds are going constantly, and so when that is turned off, we tend to fill in the space with gears that turn constantly. That's what the author says. I can't remember her name, unfortunately. I'll put that in the comments or wherever this ends up posted. And those two things put together are a symptom of the world we're living in. And I think that none of us is exempt. I think that I haven't gotten very far into the book. I've finished the introduction, and I'm partway through the first chapter. But I'm just thinking about cognitive bias, and the author says that she is using the writing of this book to process the overthinking that she finds herself prone to. I'm going to get a little bit vulnerable. I just graduated from college, and I'm struggling. I had way back when I graduated high school. Let's see, how long would that be ago? Graduated in 89, and this is 25, so it's like 36 years ago. Yeah, it'll be 36 years. And when I finished high school, when I graduated, I was a Jehovah's Witness at the time, and I was overachieving in every area of my life when I was in high school. I was getting excellent grades. I was taking honors classes. I was taking advanced placement classes that could convert to college credit, even though I was not planning on going to college. And I was, at the time, a full-time minister in the Jehovah's Witness faith. And when I say that, I don't mean that I preached in the congregation. It means that I went preaching from door to door 90 hours a month, which is significantly more than pioneers do now. I had started doing that pioneering while I was still in high school, and if I'm honest now, I did that only to be essentially a superstar, because most people wait until they graduate to be pioneers, because obviously trying to get 90 hours a month while you're also going to high school is a tall order. But when I finished that, I had no grades to measure my self-worth, and I was no longer a superstar. I was just a regular pioneer. Pioneering was an impressive thing anyway. And even though I planned on serving as a missionary of sorts to Kentucky, something was missing, especially when I got back from Kentucky. And so, having lost the yardstick by which to measure my self-worth, I fell into the first major depressive episode of my life. I was not expecting that to happen 34 years later with a whole lot more life wisdom under my belt when I graduated college just a couple of weeks ago. And yet it has. I've been really struggling. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling unmotivated. Even though I have lots of ideas about things I want to do, I have very little energy to do them and very little motivation to do them. Even things that I don't have to walk out of my house for. And so I met a friend for coffee this morning, and having somewhere to go in the morning and something to do has been really helpful. I'm feeling pretty good today. And so I'm going to do some errands, which is what I'm in the car doing now. Me and Winston, we went and picked up groceries. I got my allergy shot. But I think that people don't talk about these major milestones in life, these changes that we go through on a regular basis, even the ones that are wonderful. It's wonderful to have graduated. Before I started college, I told my therapist it was the greatest regret of my life not having gone to college, and here I will no longer have that regret. I'm really happy that I have done this thing and did it very well. I got very good grades. Again, overachiever. But here I am feeling a little rudderless, even though I'm planning on going to grad school in the fall, and so my journey is by no means done. I'm struggling a little bit with purposelessness and lack of motivation, and I really want to highlight that these life changes, even the good ones, even having a baby, getting married, graduating from one school or another, moving, changes in relationships, like having to set boundaries with other people, having to, a breakup, even if it was not a very long-term relationship, a death in the family, even if it was just a pet or someone that you didn't spend a whole lot of time with. All of these things can trigger a really challenging time in life, and I don't think we talk about that enough. I don't think we talk about, and the friend I just met with, she also is having a great deal of change in her life right now. She lost her husband, and she just moved, which is, been a blessing. The move is, and she says she's really struggling with like mental fogginess and sometimes motivation as well. And those are really subtle signs of, you might call it depression, but it might not even be a serious depression. It might just be a bit of a challenge. And so I guess I just want to say, if you're going through a thing, and who of us isn't with the world the way it is right now? I guess I should add that to the list. Struggles with politics, struggles with people you care about over politics, struggles with any number of things, climate change, things that you just worry about on the regular. So if you're going through a thing and you're having some struggles, if you're having cognitive challenges, or you feel like you're sleeping too much or not enough, or you're having a hard time getting motivated, you're not enjoying things as much as you used to, that's normal. And I just want to tell you, it's normal. You're okay. This too shall pass. And I want to tell myself as well, this too shall pass. And every day is a new day. So hang in there. And remember that self-care is not selfish. So do what you got to do to take care of you. Bless you.